Hello curious creatures and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Christina and this is where I talk about productivity, personal development, study habits, and routines to make our life a little bit more efficient. In today's video, I want to talk about how to manage working from home when you do not have a designated office desk. I'm going to give you some ideas on how to create a mobile office space for yourself. The idea is to create a space in which you associate with doing work and getting down to business. Okay, so before we get into different ideas on how to create a desk and a workspace, I want to talk about choosing a workspace. You want to be in an area that is clean, neat, and clutter-free, as well as quiet, so that you are able to work at home and not have all of those distractions around you. I wouldn't suggest working in the living room if other people are around and watching TV. I also would not suggest working on your bed because that will tempt you too much to fall asleep. If you have to work on your bed, I will give you some suggestions on how to do that effectively a little later on in the video. When choosing a workspace, you want to think of an area that you're going to go to every day. It's going to be part of your routine. Just like going to school and going to certain classrooms, you want to make this area an area in which you associate with doing work. You don't want to have so many distractions around you. You don't want to have the TV. You don't want to have a radio. And while you're working, you probably want to also put some internet blockers on social media, as well as putting your phone on airplane mode. So my first tip in creating a home office is to have your things neat and in order. So if you don't have a desk to put all these things on, I suggest having a basket. So you see this basket here? I got this from the dollar store. It was just $1. This one's a little bit small, but you can get larger baskets. You can get baskets that have handles. You can get an array of things. If you have 2 baskets, you could probably stack them on top of each other, keep your notebooks on one and keep your pens and pencils and school supplies on the other. This is going to be essential in creating your home office or your movable office because everything is going to be in one spot. You see here I have my pencil case where I have all my things that I need, so I'm not looking all around the house for it. I have my book here that I'll need to read and do work with. I have my agenda book, and I can also have a notebook on the bottom. You keep whatever things that you need in your basket so that it is neat and orderly. Organization is the key. So get yourself some baskets in the dollar store and organize all of your school supplies in these baskets. An alternative to using a basket for all of your materials, your books, your binders, your pencil case, is just to use a simple canvas bag. So I happen to have this canvas bag here. I use this when I go grocery shopping. I just keep it in my purse, but you can use this to organize your supplies, okay? So it would be the same idea as having a basket. You just put everything in there. You have straps. When you're done with your little section that is your office and it needs to be used for other things, just take your bag, put it in the corner of your room, and you will have it ready for the very next day. Okay, so if you have a kitchen table that is relatively clean and clutter-free and nobody is using it in the daytime, then that is an easy fix for not having a home office. You can keep all of your belongings, like I said, in a basket, come to your table in the morning time and begin your work. So there's nothing here, I don't have any distractions around me, and it's really easy to start reading, going on my computer, and just using this area to focus. If you notice, my back is turned away from the rest of the house, so I'm not paying attention to any other distractions. So if this is the area that I would like to create for myself as an office, then I would try to maintain it and come here every single day so that I would associate this location with doing work. Okay, so here I am on a chair just in the living room. And again, I have my basket full of all of the books and notebooks and pens and pencils that I need. That is essentials. So I'm putting it on this little table next to me. But a great way for dealing with not having a table and still wanting to sit on a comfy chair is to use a pillow table. Now, I don't have one right now, but I will link it as a picture. But for example, if this pillow had a hard top, so it would be a pillow on the bottom, but it has a hard top, you can just sit down and put it on your lap and use that as your table. There are a lot of kinds now that have like a cup holder, that have like a little riser for your computer, and you can just type naturally and still be comfortable. I love this idea because it's very portable. You can also put this pillow table away in your room or underneath your bed and it won't take any space. And you can sit on the couch or a comfy chair and do your work. It will still feel like an office or a desk because of the hard top, right? So you're able to write, you'll have a little place for your pencil, and it's very functional. Okay, so here I am in the living room. Now, again, I did not suggest to be in the living room, but if nobody is in the living room during the times that you are working and the TV is off and it's quiet, then I would say that using your coffee table can be a good idea for using your desk. I feel quite comfortable. I actually put a pillow to sit on. If you are comfortable sitting crisscross applesauce and on the floor, then I don't see why this wouldn't be a good idea to use as your home office, makeshift office, as long as you bring your necessary materials with you, you know, so that you can take away that clutter in the evening. If other people are using this space, then it is perfectly fine. So you see I am sitting here, I have my notebook, I have my pencil. It is actually the perfect height for me to do work. I have all of my materials in my basket. This is perfectly fine for using as your remote home office. Again, you must remember to keep this area clean and clutter-free so that you can associate it with doing work and being productive. Do not keep the music on while you're trying to work. Don't keep the TV on. And talk to the people who will be in your house so that they understand that this is your work time. This is not the time where you're in the living room, ready to chat, ready to eat. It is your designated work hours. Make sure that you make that clear to the people that you are living with, that you are here and you are ready to work. So if those other ideas that I gave you about working on your coffee table in the living room or working in your dining room or kitchen table will not work for you because it's too noisy or there's other people out in the common living space, then we are back in the bedroom. If the bedroom is a quieter option, then I think it would be better to create your makeshift home office in this space. So I am here just on a simple chair. It can be any chair, a chair from the kitchen, a folding chair, whatever chair you can find. So I am not on my bed, I am on a chair, and I would say to get a folding TV dinner table. I don't have one right now, but I'll link a picture over here. But you know those like portable tables that you use to sit in front of your TV and eat? Those are also great as desks. So you can just have your little chair, have your basket of your things that you need to work with, your computer, whatever it may be, and then have your little folding table here. It's perfect. You can work on it. It's small. You can put it back under your bed or, you know, take it out when you don't need it or need more space. But I think it is a great option. You can bring that into the living room, sit on the couch and use that table. It is very versatile. I will link some options down below from Amazon because there are different varieties. There are ones that are wood, there are ones that are plastic, there are ones that are kind of big, and there are ones that are also smaller. There are ones that you can make taller depending on how high you want it. but there are a lot of different options now and quite affordable. You can even try to ask a neighbor or a family member if they have one. They're quite popular, and many people do have these TV dinner foldable tables, and they do come in sets of 3. So if somebody can spare one to lend you during this moment of like working and studying from home, then that would be a good option as well. I really understand that students are having a difficult time with online learning. They said that there's too many distractions right now. So it is really up to you to eliminate those distractions as best as you can. So if you can set up your workspace in an area where there are no distractions, just, you know, look at the wall, don't be in the living room, then that will be very beneficial for this upcoming school year when so many students are going remote and so many schools are continuing to stay remote. So I don't know if you notice or can see this, but this is my chair, and I just positioned it to face the wall. So this is my bedroom, and I'm facing my chair to the wall. So I would put my TV dinner table right here and just work with myself facing the wall. So in the bedroom, it's quiet, nobody's coming in, there are no distractions, and I'm just putting my work area and my workspace in a place where there's nothing to be distracted. There's no TV, there's nothing. So I think that is a good tip for creating your workspace. It doesn't have to be fancy. You just need to have it quiet and a place that you know that you can get things done. So as you can see, I'm in that same small corner in my bedroom. So it is only about this wide, this little corner, but it is perfectly fine and it is quiet. So I made this corner really comfy. I put some pillows here so I can lean back and do my work. What did I bring? Of course, I brought my little basket full of my notebooks, pens, and pencils so that I can begin work. If you don't mind sitting on the floor and you feel like it's comfortable, then this might be a good option as well. So I can just sit here, I can lean back on these pillows, I can take a pillow or my pillow table, put it on my lap, and start doing my stuff. So this is me on my computer, blah, 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 emailing, Zooming, hi everybody. You could probably even put a cute little background here if you wanted to. Another tip that I have for your corner, if you want more of a table effect, is to get an Amazon box, which I know you all have because we've been just ordering nonstop during this pandemic. But you can get your Amazon box, put a box right there that is a good height for you, and that can be your desk. So imagine you have a box here, I put my notebook, and I can start writing, I can start reading, I can start focusing on getting A's in all of my classes. Now, if you don't have an Amazon box, which I highly doubt that, you can use a laundry basket. So this is quite a hard and durable laundry basket. I like it because it's really big and spacious. You can use this to also put your materials in. Like if you had a lot of books and notebooks, this would be a good organization tip, right? You can kind of have your controlled chaos in this basket. Just dump everything in there, but you know it's in one place. So once you get your basket, take all the things that you need out and then flip it over. Boom. You got a perfect table for sitting on the floor. This is actually quite comfortable. I kind of like this option because here I am in my little corner. I have a dresser here, so it kind of blocks me out from the door. I'm not looking at anything. I actually even have a little plug here for my cell phone that you're keeping on airplane mode. And you see that? Open that up. Get my pencil case. Get a pen. And I can start planning my day or writing my notes or studying or reading, whatever it is you need to do. You can do it on here. You have a hard surface. You're done with that. You can put it to the side, put your pen to the side, put your computer, start typing. It's actually a great height for me not having to look down. It is eye level. This is a really great option. So if you like sitting on the floor, you have a nice rug, you have a nice pillow to sit on, this can be a nice home office option. All right, I hope all of these tips about creating a home office and a serene place to associate with work is helping you. We are on my very favorite way to create a home office if you do not have a desk. And as you can see, it is an ironing board. Now this one is quite used, well worn. You can see there are like ironing stains, but you can always cover that up. If it doesn't bother you, then it's not even that big of a deal. So I love using an ironing board because I think it's such a versatile option. You can use it as a standing desk, as I'm using right now. You can lower it to be lower. You can use it while sitting on the bed, sitting on a chair. It's just such a great option. And oftentimes, your mom or your grandma will have an ironing board around. So go ask them if you can borrow it or take it to your bedroom. But look, I also love it because there's so much space on an ironing board. I'm able to have my notebook right here. I'm able to have my computer over here and my basket of things, right? My books, all of that. And I still have more space to put, I don't know, maybe a coffee or a drink, whatever it may be. But it's just so nice to have a standing desk. And if you ever look at how much standing desks are, they're quite pricey, but you can just get one through an ironing board. So look, I'm able to type what I need for Google Classroom while looking at everything on my notebook, while having my pens here. I think this is a great option. So go ahead and look around your house to see if you have an ironing board. All right, so those were all my tips on how to create an office space when you do not have a designated office or desk in your house or apartment. I really hoped they helped. But I want to talk about one last thing, and it is working from your bed. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't suggest working from your bed because you associate your bed with chilling, going to sleep, relaxing, watching Netflix, and you want to preserve that idea of the bed as an area where you sleep and relax. You don't want to conflate or blend the idea of working and your bed at the same time, okay? So if you start doing your homework or your office work on your bed, you might start falling asleep because it's getting too comfortable. But I understand that sometimes people have limited space. You have what you have to work with. So if you do need to use your bed, I would say to get up in the morning and make your bed. Make it nice and neat so you will feel bad about messing it up and falling asleep when you're working. The second thing I would say if you need to use your bed is to do your work in the opposite direction from where you sleep. Okay, so what does that mean? Let me show you. So here is the bed, okay? So you notice it's nice and neat and I don't feel like crawling back into bed because I've already made my bed. But I sleep in which my head is that way and my legs come down this way. So if I were to use my bed as like a chair or a desk, I would try to do my work the opposite way. So you see how I'm sitting here on the side? I would try to sit upright, awake, alert, and try to do my work this way instead of this way so that I'm not associating my bed and sleeping because I'm in a totally different position. And then I would also use my handy dandy ironing board to set it at a level where I want to work. This is why I love the ironing board because you can really regulate how high or how low you want it to go. So I have it here at the perfect height for me to work on my computer, to work on my notebook stuff, and I am sitting on the side of my bed and not the way that I sleep. Also, I'm not like too comfortable. I have to be upright so that I am not going to lose my energy and my focus when I'm working. All right, everybody, I really hope that this video helped you figure out different and creative ways to make a nice home office or little space that you can call your workspace, that you are excited, maybe not excited, but a place that you feel comfortable to wake up and start doing your work and being productive every day. If you liked this video, please like this video, subscribe down below for more ideas on productivity and routines and study habits. I think that's all I have for you today. So in the meantime, please keep learning and stay curious. Bye.